to my channel, Casablanca Cargo. This is Kathy, and today I have my planner stencil storage solution. If you like to see how I make this, stay tuned, and if you want to know how I made the cover, watch to the end. Here's how I did it. I have 36 stencils that I ordered from Amazon, and I have the link in the description box below. And what I did was I took 9 page protectors, just like this, and let's move this up here a minute. Hopefully you can see this. I sewed from the bottom to the top. So in the sewing machine it was like this, you know, because the sewing machine feeds this way. But I did that from the bottom to the top, and I left a little bit of space up here. I have the directions also in the description box. Okay, so let's see, let's get to the sheet protectors first. We'll talk about them. So I left a little bit of space up here so I wouldn't cut my stitches, and you want to lock your stitches in. Okay, and then I took 9 of these, clamped them together with clamps because they're very fiddly, and clamped this canvas. The canvas, how many times can I say canvas? I use this for my bind spine. So the canvas is 5 inches, and I cut it 5 by 10. I gave myself a little extra while I'm sewing it on, then I trimmed it down. Folded this in half. I didn't sew this together because the clamps held it together as I sewed it on the machine. Dial. Now in the directions I say to space evenly. Of course I mean as evenly as possible, as best you can, because you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to do your best. So, okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take the cover and put it between the fabric, the canvas, between the 2 pieces of canvas, like that. And it's up to that sewn edge where all the page protectors have been sewn together. So now I just need to find, I'm going to clip, let's see, actually you don't need to clip the page protector. Clip the cover to the canvas. Is it clipped? No. You're going to go through the fabric, the canvas, the cover, down to the other canvas. So try to make it line up and as smooth as possible. Part. No, feel it. Okay. Now I'm going to feel for that hole. It's in here somewhere. You can also repunch the holes if you want to, right there. So I'm going to use just one color. With my other bigger one I had different colors, but I'm just going to use this. And you want to cut off about, depending on the size of your bead, I'm going to be using this type of bead. I have something. I think, let's see, the needle needs to be able to go through the bead, obviously. A flatter bead would probably work best because, you know, then the book will lay flat. And let's see. You're going to need 10 beads. I like that one. I think these all should be able to work. See, this is round, and I'm not gonna use the round ones. Oops. That's kind of flat. Okay. That's kind of hard to deal with, so I'm going to say, let's say 8 inches. You need to be able to feed the thread through, plus you know, the needle. I'm going to use this size needle, this type of needle. Has a larger head. Just make sure it can go through. Went through the bead. That's fine. Let's see about this one. I think these are all going to work. Yeah. Okay, so thread your needle. I usually use a needle threader because the embroidery floss likes to separate. Okay, so find the hole. Refine the hole. I feel it right there. And take the needle. See, yep. Go down through the hole. Let's see, instead of making this equal, I'm going to give myself a little extra on the outside here. So you go down through the hole. Hold on to one tail and pull the other one through. And keep holding on to this tail. Don't let it go through. Then you come on this side. Hopefully I'm still in frame. And just right beside that one there, you're still in that hole. Check it on this side. And then you want to come up right beside it. And hold on to your tail so you don't inadvertently pull it through. Okay, so now you have, I don't want to lose my needle. Don't. Okay, so now you have a U, very tiny, but like a U shape inside the canvas, between the canvases and up through the fabric, like so. Take your bead and string it on. You could tie this in a knot as well, but I'm not going to do that this time. And then thread the other side. I have my needle threader. This has been one of those days. All right, which one? Yep. So I'm just going to thread the needle. There, see? See how easy? Now this is going to go, this is a long needle and it needs to go through, back through the bead. And I'm going to put it like this. Try not to jab the thread as you go, but sometimes you can't help it. It's going to even go through. There we go. Just pull. Okay. This is where I tie the knot. Multiple knots. Okay. Let's see if I can do the last one in frame. So I'm gonna knot the ones on the end especially. Where is my bead? Here it is. Oops. Find that one. Okay. All right, now I'm doing my last bead, and then we'll go through the stencils and load it all up. Just go in through the same one that you just did before. Like that. And make your knots. Trim, done. So before I reload all this back in, I'm going to show you these stencils real quick, and I'll flip through these, and then we'll put them back in. Come back once I have them all loaded in, but basically it's top loading and they just slide in. I'll be right back. I laminated the cardstock because I wanted to be able for the stencils to slide in and out easier. So this is laminated. Sorry about the glare. Now the stencils. From the side. Okay. I use this for one of my composition notebook covers that I made. I want to use some of this mushroom, and I'm going to use a cereal box. Cut this apart so I can make I know what size I'm using. Now you can make your cover with fabric. You can make it with paper. You can, you know, just like if you're going to make a junk journal cover, whatever you want to use. A little crocodile. Now in the directions I say to space evenly. Of course I mean as evenly as possible, as best you can, because you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to do your best. So how big is this? I'm gonna figure out the middle.
At the 0 marker.
Okay.
No, a little bit. 9 1/4.
Okay, so where's the middle of that, do you think? Like
Oh,
4,
so 4 1/2 plus 2 little tick marks.
about there then.
Out.
Hands.
Smarty pants.
Thank you.
Am I going to be in your video now?
Probably.
Oh, cool.
Hold on. So I'm using this as my base. This is a pillowcase. And let's see, I just need, it's still a pillowcase-ish. It's still, so I'm only gonna scoot it up a little bit. I'm gonna cover or turn it inwards. You'll see. And this is still attached down here, so I'm just gonna, actually, since it's sewn together, on the other side of the cover, I'm just gonna put paper. I'm gonna glue paper down. So this can be any way you want to. You can, you know, just collage on the front and back with paper, or just one piece of paper, or fabric, or, you know, scraps of fabric and collage them. I mean, it's just possibilities are endless. It's just like if you were going to make a junk journal cover, whatever you like to do. Let me get my let's go. Label this with a B for back. I don't know if that's gonna matter or not. Okay, so this is my cover. And when I get done, it's just going to, you know, be put down like that. Do I have any? No, I don't. I'll just clamp it. Thought I had some washi tape out here, but nothing quick, nothing. I just want to get my dimensions right so I don't go over when I sew. Okay, so the fabric that I'm using to decorate this, that's the spine. It's heavy, it's like upholstery fabric. So I'm not going to bother with interfacing or anything like that. You could make your cover with fabric glue or just paper like I said. And the booklet, then you can make it like a traveler's notebook and use elastic to put your page protectors in. Or if you don't want to sew, you know, on plastic and all that, that's fine. Do what you're comfortable doing. Let's see, do I have this right? Where are the holes? Oh, this might be neat. Found this while I was cleaning up. It's left over from one of my junk journals covers I made. I like that. That's pretty neat. Sure. But I just feel like it needs something. It just seems so flat. Oh. Just ordinary glue stick. And just glue a little bit in the middle of this fabric just to hold it down onto the brown fabric so that I can sew with my free motion foot, and then I will be back. Alright, I have done my covers. This is the front, this one's the back. I'm just going to leave it plain, and what I did was, if you've ever worked with Fabri-Tac or any kind of fabric glue, you know that some of them, especially Fabri-Tac, seeps through fabric. So you can see right here. Can you see that? It's just sort of seeping through. So what I did was I put some Fabri-Tac on the reverse of this, you know, in this part here, because there's 2 layers of fabric and it was going to just only hit this cotton. And then I stitched down this ribbon to kind of secure it in there, and used Fabri-Tac for the rest of it. That's the front cover. On the back cover, I decided to leave it plain. I might, you know, maybe later on put something on there, but I don't know. So what I did was I sewed around, because it's such thin cardboard, it's a cereal box, so I just, with the jeans needle, sewed around and then I made an X to keep it down. No glue was on there because that's just 1 layer of fabric. And so this one I did not glue at all, and it's just like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use paper. This is Graphic 45 typography collection from a few years back. Front cover, and I put a little ruffle in there. I mean, I know we're supposed to put them on like this, but I thought, well, why can't I put it like that? I think it's cute. Why can't I? Why not? It's my thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, for this I am going to just glue it down with the dreaded Fabri-Tac. I need to get some more. Apparently it's so dreaded I'm almost out. I just try not to, you know, make a mess. But I think it's cute. My Try to get just a bead around the edges. I know, I can't do it. I can't seem to get that to happen. Next bottle, I'm going to be real careful cutting that tip off. Thin bead of glue, thin bead of glue. Avoid the holes. Alright. Oh, Scotch Create glue stick. Down the spine here, just to secure it. And a little bit here. I didn't want to use the Fabri-Tac because I don't want it to seep through. Okay, thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.